Hello friend, welcome back to Toyota Maintenance YouTube channel. Those who follow me on the journey of this 1997 Toyota Tacoma head gasket problem know that when I was removing intake plenum, I managed immediately snap off this bolt, right? There are remainings of it visible right there. And then I was carefully working on this one, but it broke too. So if you want to see how I will remove those remainings, stay with me in this video. Now, one of the most important moments in this procedure is establishing perfect center on those remainings of that broken bolt, right? This is really important because when I will be drilling it out, I don't want that drill bit be off center or anything. So I will take my time in this. I might get in your way or something, but I really have to use the center punch and start that center right there. That's it. It's right in the middle. I got lucky with that. That's perfect. My next step is choose a very small drill bit and follow that hole, the small center which I made there, right? Follow it, don't let it slip, and carefully start drilling in the center. I will already start perfect straight direction, right, on that bolt. And I'm carefully watching that I don't slip. And this starts for me that entire drilling. In this case, if you want to take good care of your drill bits, lubrication, right, to cool off that tip, that it's not overheating. I had to pause the drilling and deal with other parts of this repair because all my drill bits became useless. They couldn't drill anything. That bolt is way too hard for them, and that was a still. I end up not moving anywhere. So I went to the store and bought a Mr. Cobalt. As you can see, that's for hardened steel. So let's see how Mr. Cobalt is powerful. So there is a lubrication, right? Low speed and expensive drill bit which can go through the hardened steel. That's basically the combination here. Just go slow. Don't rush this. And it might need a while. I'm not saying it will happen immediately. When I feel I have too many shavings in it, right, and that cooling and lubricating can't continue, I will clean it, put the oil again, that helps to lube and cool off the tip, the drill bit, right, and I continue slowly. This is hard bolt, broken hard bolt in, and that will take a while. And I keep cleaning that drill bit, right, and removing shavings from that area of drilling. And before you even know what's happening, you realize it's end of the day and it's time to go home. drop everything, stop drilling. I'm just kidding, it really, that's what I'm trying to say, it really takes a while. That bolt was very hard, and this takes time. You can easily spend hours dealing with one bolt. That will be nothing surprising. And maybe, just maybe, that new hole which I drilled, it's deep enough to accept my broken bolt extractor. And this is what they are, right? This is the extractor. It has the other way spiral, right? It goes the opposite way than the normal screw goes. The thread on the screw, it's the other way. This one goes the opposite. The turning is opposite. So let's see which one will fit there. Hopefully this one is the right size. And basically this is what you are aiming for. You want to put it inside of that newly made hole in that remainings of that screw, and I will gently, carefully try to seat it there, to tap it with the hammer in a nice straight manner. Alright, and try that extractor get seated in that broken bolt. And now I carefully need to grab that top, which is square, right? At top it's nicely square. I don't have any wrench which will hug it because this one is really small, so I will use a vice grip, right? Adjust it, and I will be turning it counterclockwise, opposite of that thread on that bolt which is remaining inside of that hole. I was trying to avoid blocking your camera view, but sorry, I have to put it here. And I will be pushing down on that extractor and try, carefully of course, try to turn this. And it has many challenges, right? One of them is grabbing that extractor. It's very small, right? It's very hard to grab precisely something so small. So once again, this is an interesting game always to get something like this out. I hope you can observe it, that I'm not in your way, and I'm carefully feeling it. I'm making absolutely sure I don't break anything, right? Yep, there's something happening down there, but the broken bolt is still not moving out. I'm glad I'm showing you the hard case, right? Not some super easy ha bolt coming out. No, you can see all kinds of aspects what actually can happen when it's really stuck like this. And I have made with the drill bit large hole enough, right? Now that extractor doesn't want to take it out, these remainings, they're just remainings of that bolt. So from the time reasons, I have to keep going, and I will start actually making the new thread, the identical, which the bolts were in it, right? I will cut the new thread. I used one of these. Let me show you. I grabbed the bolt, right? This is the bolt, which wasn't broken, right? And I checked one of these dies, and it's a M8, metric 8 times 125, right? It really nicely goes in. So I know I have the right number, and I grabbed the tool to create the hole, right? To fix that thread. There are still very small remainings of that broken bolt. But again, I kept drilling and making it larger and larger, and that extractor will not do its work. So I'm making sure I'm going perfectly straight, right? And I'm redoing that thread, fixing the situation, the whole situation, right this way. And this is how you cut the thread. Did you hear that? When that happens, you should go ideally. I will go out all the way because I have shavings in these channels, right? It's cutting, see all those shavings right here. So I already wasted. This is very unfortunate situation. It's the hardest one I remember for a while or ever. I'm not sure really, but this is my final solution. Despite the fact there were tiny remainings of that previous bolt, that extractor didn't want to help me, didn't want to take it out. So I'm just going this way. I know the bolt will perfectly fit there in the future because I'm cutting nice thread for it, right? And this will be the solution of the problem. I want to show you the remainings of that bolt being pulled out by that extractor, but it just wasn't going to happen. And that tab is nicely continuing through that entire area, right? It's nicely cutting the thread, and that will be my final solution. This was very painful on the time, let's put it that way, right? Very time consuming, but this is what happens in automotive industry, and I'm very happy I started, filming it from beginning, and you can see what happens or what you can do when that extraction fails. I'm again going clean that area, the threads, right? I don't want to have those shavings there. How many times I did that? It's amazing, right? And let's see if it's done correctly. Let me show you that nice shiny new threads. It's a little bit problematic today, but you can see it. Beautiful right there. And I guess the only way to say if it was successful is use one of those bolts, right? Which I have right here. Let's grab this one, or let's grab the cleaned one right here, right? I cleaned that thread on it. Where are we? Right here. So let's put it in and see if it's perfectly working. And that's basically the only way I will measure if this succeeded or not, right? It was a lot of work, but I still can use original bolts which belong there. Look at it, how it's nicely flying in. And I will pull on it, right, to show you that this bolt will perfectly hold there. I'm trying to pull the whole truck of the car lift and it's not giving. So this is success for me. This is fantastic. This was hours and hours of the work, but the bolt which belongs there, right, it's perfectly running up and down, and it will be holding that intake plenum correctly in the future. So my friend, that was a little bit long, I know, but I'm glad I show you all the possibilities, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe. I have way more videos coming your way very soon. See you later.